All right, so today we're diving into a really bold, a really ambitious vision for the future of Bangladesh. It's basically a roadmap for a complete national transformation, and it's all drawn from this book called The Architects of Tomorrow. And trust me, some of the changes they're proposing are, well, they're huge.
And this idea really sets the stage perfectly. It's saying that there are these moments in a country's life, these critical points, where the challenges are just so heavy that you have no choice but to stop and fundamentally rethink everything. And for Bangladesh, the argument is that time is now.
So that's the big question, right? For a nation standing at this kind of critical point, what does a real, concrete, actionable plan for the future actually look like? Where do you even begin?
The core argument here is that Bangladesh is standing at a crossroads. The potential is absolutely immense, but there are some major hurdles that have to be overcome before the country can truly leap forward.
And here they are, the big ones: poverty, systemic corruption, social injustice, and inequality. These aren't small problems you can just patch up with a temporary fix. The book argues these are deep, systemic issues that are really holding the nation back. They demand a whole new way of thinking, a completely different path forward. So to figure out that path forward, we first have to look at one of the most powerful engines of the country's economy. The source material has this great name for them: the remittance warriors. We're talking about the millions of expatriate workers whose contributions are just absolutely vital.
I mean, you really can't overstate their importance. They're literally fueling so much of the economy. But, and this is a big but, while they're doing that, they often face incredible challenges, things like exploitation and harassment. And it's that reality that has sparked this call for a brand new, protective blueprint.
And that leads us to the first big piece of this new vision: a concrete plan to actually protect and empower these economic heroes. It's an initiative that's all about safeguarding their rights and finally honoring their incredible contributions. At the very heart of this protection plan is something called the DAFA 9 initiative. Now, the source material doesn't go into what the acronym means, but what matters is what this emblem symbolizes: fair contracts, strong support systems, and a real promise to protect the nation's remittance workers.
Okay, so this DAFA 9 plan, it's built on 5 really specific demands. First up, transparent contracts. The idea is simple. Workers need to know exactly what they're signing up for. No more tricks about pay or conditions. Second, an end to harassment. We're talking zero tolerance, especially at places like airports and embassies. Third, real compensation and rehabilitation. So when workers return, there's a safety net for them. It's about financial security. Fourth is national recognition, actually honoring these folks for their massive contributions. And finally, and this is a big one, certified insurance. This makes sure that any insurance policy they get is actually legit and backed by real financial experts, so the protection is real.
So, 25%? What's this all about? Well, this is a potential game changer. Here's the deal. This number represents the value of collateral-free loans that returning migrant workers could get from banks, and it's based on the total amount of money they legally sent back home. Think about it. It's a direct investment in their future, giving them capital to start a business or build a new life, all without having to put up their own assets. So protecting the workforce you have now, that's the foundation, but it's really only half the strategy. The other, just as crucial half, is all about economic elevation. This isn't just about sending more workers abroad. It's about a strategic shift in who goes and what skills they have. It's about moving away from general labor and towards high-value professions that are in high demand all over the globe. The very first target sector: healthcare. You've got aging populations in developed countries all across North America, Europe, Asia, and because of that, the demand for skilled healthcare professionals is just skyrocketing. It's a massive opportunity. And the key here is specialization. We're not talking about general roles. We're talking about high-demand fields like geriatric nursing for taking care of the elderly, or critical care nursing, highly skilled medical lab technologists, and certified caregivers. These aren't just jobs. They are careers that command much higher wages and a lot more respect on the global stage. All right, next up, the tech world. The global shortage of skilled IT professionals is no secret, and that presents a massive opportunity. This is a sector where Bangladesh could potentially make a huge leap forward. But the crucial part here is targeting the future of tech, not the past. The plan calls for training up experts in things like cybersecurity, data science and machine learning, and cloud computing. I mean, these are the jobs that are defining the 21st century economy, and the global talent pool just isn't big enough to fill the demand.
Okay, so the third pillar of this big skills revolution is specialized engineering and high-level technical trades. These are the experts who literally build and maintain the modern world, and as you can imagine, their skills are incredibly valuable. And the range of opportunity here is just huge. Everything from advanced civil and mechanical engineers to robotics and automation technicians, and even master tradesmen like certified welders and high-voltage electricians. The goal is to train a workforce specifically for these high-paying roles that are in demand everywhere. So the big question is, how do you actually make all this happen? Well, the plan lays out 3 core strategies. First, language skills. Mastering not just English, but also languages like Japanese and German to get into those top-tier markets. Second, a laser focused on internationally recognized certifications, not just local degrees. And third, creating government-to-government agreements to perfectly match skilled workers with the specific needs of other countries. Okay, so let's pull all these threads together. Let's connect these very practical economic strategies back to that grander vision we started with. Because this isn't just about jobs and money, it's about forging an entirely new national identity.
And there it is, the ultimate goal, to transform Bangladesh into a global model of progress and stability. And the source is very explicit here, naming countries like Japan, Finland, and Singapore as the standard to aspire to. It's a vision of deep national trust and widespread prosperity. This quote from the author, Guru Delawar Hossan, just perfectly captures the spirit of this whole thing. It's a powerful call for unity. It's a message that a monumental task like this can only be pulled off when every single person is moving forward together with one shared goal.
And that kind of leaves us with this final question. We've just walked through a plan that aims to both protect its workers and strategically upskill its entire population, all with the goal of earning a place among the world's most respected nations. So, is this the blueprint that could shape the country's destiny? That's definitely something to think about.